Hello, everyone, and welcome to PC Guys Off-Grid-Cabin, where the work is never done, but we're doing it just for fun. This is my first attempt at live stream. I hope everyone is having a fantastic evening. I'm not going to keep you too long here, but I've got a couple things that I'm going to go over here first before we get into tonight's topic. First of all, in the news, we do have some delays in our little construction project. Specifically, it's all about the money. But this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Okay. And so we have to do things according to the budget. The bills have to get paid first. Now I have another little tidbit of news. My neighbor wants to buy 1 acre property from me. And of course, when you're doing a sale of property, the devil is in the details. Okay. And what happens is, everything under the sun, whether it's negotiating price or everything's in negotiation. Right now, we're waiting on surveyors to come in and survey up the property so we can draw up the actual property boundaries. And they're complaining about, well, they can't get the plat information from the county. So that's got everything at a standstill till we get all this done. Now, I'm not real thrilled about selling this piece of property. I'll be perfectly honest with you. However, it's going to take and finance some of the things that we're wanting to do. We call this an off-grid cabin, but when you have a Mrs. that has put her foot down and says, we're getting electricity and that's final. You don't argue with mama, because here's the thing. If mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. So once we do this land sale, then we're going to try to get the electric company to go ahead and bring us electricity in there. We'll do a combination of on-grid and off-grid, but hey, it is what it is. Frankly, it gets way too hot in the summertime, and we just can't run that generator all the time to power up an air conditioner. That's just not something that's practical. All right, so let's get into tonight's topic, saving money. Okay, let's face it. Things are getting more expensive, and with me, I will take and I will squeeze a penny till Abe Lincoln screams. So let's move on to the first topic, auto parts. And we know that if you've seen my videos where I'm always working on something, okay, and you get into a situation there where these parts get expensive, I'm not paying the list price on parts, period. I don't do it. And you shouldn't either. Now, what I do is I have an online account with Advanced Auto Parts. And for the most part, they do okay with taking care of me. And what I do is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look online and see what their price is. Then I'm going to go out and I'm going to compare their price head to head with other vendors, whether it be AutoZone, O'Reilly's, some online vendors, whatever the case may be. Now, when I did this hub on my truck the other day, I took and priced that hub from another number of vendors. And the cheapest price I found on it was $93. Advance had it listed at $173, and I thought that was ridiculous. In fact, it was ridiculous. Amazon had a decent price on it. Rock Auto came in at the cheapest, which was $93 and some change. However, with Rock Auto, then you got to try and pay shipping. And so when you deal with somebody like that, you got to consider all that. Now, what I do is I go in there and I look on their website, and almost without failure, if I don't buy the part that I'm looking at, they're going to turn around and send me a promo code in an email for 20 to 25% off. Now, they'll always give you a promo code for 20% off. They'll do it right on the website. But they'll either email it, or I was checking my email the other day, and they have the advertisement out in the margin where, oh, hello, Miss Christy. Welcome to the live stream. We just got Alex alternator from there today. Please tell me you didn't pay the list price. But anyway, getting back to what I was just saying, the out in the margin there, they had an advertisement on Yahoo's email, and they threw me a promo code, 25% off. Excellent, Christy. Get the promo code. Never pay the list price. But then I talked with the manager up there, and he actually gave me a refund on the old part, even though it had been on there for 11 months. So that got the price down. And what you get into there also is that you take, and, can you afford to wait for the part? I mean, yeah, you can find it cheaper with another vendor, whether it's Amazon. Don't get me started on Amazon. Me and Amazon's not real happy with each other right now. Or rather, I'm not happy with them. But I'll get into that a little later. So I took and I got the part I needed, and I have actually found another vendor that I'm considering, because I know I'm going. If one of them failed, probably the other one's 6 and 2. And so we're looking at using a different vendor to buy another hub there. I think they actually had it listed at $73. It's not a Moog part, but the information they took and gave me, I'm going to check it out. But it seems like to me it might be a better part. So let's move right along to my next money saving idea that I do on a regular basis. Okay, when you're doing an off-grid cabin, one of the things that you're going to do is you're going to be buying a lot of building material. And I'm no exception to that. I'm always up at Lowe's or Home Depot or somebody. Okay, so what I do is I go up to Kroger and I buy gift cards. Now, in fact, Kroger just sent me an email here just a couple of days ago, and what they do is they'll do a 4X on fuel points on purchases of gift cards. Now, here a couple of months ago, I took and bought gasoline, and with fuel points, I paid 35 cents a gallon for it. You heard me right, 35 cents a gallon. Now, that's cheap. Now, you're going to take and you're going to spend this money at Lowe's, Home Depot, whoever, anyway. All right? So why not get the fuel points, get the fuel point discount, go fill your tank up, because you got to buy gasoline too. Put in a little bit of extra effort, get the fuel discount. You buy two, when they do the 4X fuel points, you get, if you take and you get, I'm getting tongue tied here, sorry. But if you buy $250 worth of gift cards, then you're going to get 1,000 fuel points. That's $1 off a gallon. Hey, who does not like to get $1 off a gallon on gasoline? The next thing I take and do on a regular basis is shopping at your non-traditional places for building materials. For instance, Habitat for Humanity. Now, sometimes the stuff's new, sometimes it's used. You know, it's kind of like buyer beware when you go into Habitat for Humanity. But I'm going to be hitting them up real soon, because I need a pair of windows for this bathroom project. And I really can't frame in the wall until I know what windows I'm going to use. So we're going to check them out, and well, we'll probably do an upcoming video when I take and find what I want. If not, we'll go back and we'll look at Lowe's and Home Depot and things of that nature, you know, places like that, and maybe even McCoy's. Christy, I don't know if I don't guess y'all have a McCoy's up there in where you live at, but McCoy's is a real popular lumber yard here in Texas. So we're going to check them out too to see what kind of prices they're going to give us, and that's the thing. You know, you always have to take and shop around. That's important. Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply is, hey, that's one of my favorite toy stores. We buy most of our propane at Tractor Supply, unless we go to, we do have another vendor that we occasionally use for propane, but they've been pretty good with propane. But one of the things we do when we go in Tractor Supply is, you know, we're always looking around. And if you find something, maybe it's slightly damaged, you know, for instance, I'll use this as an example, dog food, okay? Or charcoal, you know, it comes in a bag. If that bag's torn just a little bit, just mention it to the cashier when you're checking out. And almost always, oh, it's damaged. Here's 25% off. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, except the package is a little boogered up. So then, hey, 25% off. I'll take it. We have a Grandview outlet that does all kinds of building stuff, like discontinued stuff. Yeah. Discontinued stuff is good, and that actually kind of leads me into something I was thinking about also. Every place like that, Lowe's, Home Depot, and all, they have an oops, we goofed section, especially in the paint section. Now, we bought some paint in there a while back and got a real good price on it. It was a Valspar exterior paint, and one time we bought some, and it was real good paint. But we bought another gallon the other day, and I gave $9 for it. And you know, Valspar sells anywhere from $30 to about $45 a gallon. And I thought, okay, I gotta grab me a really good deal here. But it's also buyer beware. I opened that can up and looked at that. I went, oh crap, what is this? That paint was not of a brown in color like I thought it was going to be. It looked almost pink. Now, we used it to paint around the circumference of the floor that we're doing up there. And it was more of a moisture barrier than anything, because it's going to be covered up and nobody will see it anyway. It's the only reason I use it, because this stuff looked terrible. It was definitely a oops, we goofed. So we got a total of 3 folks watching here according to this. Hey, everybody sound off and let me know who else is watching besides Christy. Well, we got folks being shy, I guess. Okay, well, it is what it is. Well, anyway, this is my first attempt at doing this, and we hope that we're going to be doing it more often. You could use it as a primer. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. You know, we might take and consider that. I have company right now. Excuse you. What do you want? I know what he wants. I'm never shy. Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes I am. I will be the first to tell you that. My 4-legged son is giving me the look, telling me right now, I want to go outside. He never wants to go out when it's convenient. It's always when I'm doing something. But anyway, I do appreciate everyone watching the video tonight, and hopefully we'll be doing some more of these when we get some better topics. This was more of an experiment than anything else. You know, new equipment. There's a learning curve with it. Okay, I'll be the first to tell you that. There's a lot of learning curve with it, whether it's editing or just figuring out the software. But anyway, I do appreciate everyone watching. I'm going to wrap the video up unless someone has a question or a comment for me. Or any other money-saving ideas. I'm always open to new ideas. Looking down at the dog. All right, so we'll wrap this up. And hey, I do appreciate everyone watching. And if you would hit that thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Take that pup out, Dad. All right, Christy, we will. All right, thanks for watching. And until next time, we do appreciate you.